She burst into tears that day. That's her reaction that you see on camera is pretty much what was done on the day. There was a lot of wire work in the gym. You know, I really enjoy wire work and I enjoy stunt work, so that was fun. The only thing that was potentially sort of more problematic than anything else was actually Vecna being lowered from the attic. I was sort of swaying a lot and it took a lot to kind of just keep me still. I would just constantly do this like a pendulum. So that was the only thing that was really tough, but everything else sort of just was a joy and fun to do. So the fire itself is digital. Most, if not all, of what you see physically is there, but the fire is not. The fire element is the only thing that we couldn't do, purely because actually I would imagine that given the nature of the prosthetic piece itself, that thing would have just gone up in flames and that would have melted onto the skin. No fun, not even worth it. A lot of the wounds that you will see in that mode are based on the idea of kind of melting of electricity and a fire itself. Actually, it was made from the mold that I did at the workshop, at that BGFX workshop. It wasn't as lengthy an application process. I think it was only 4 or 5 hours, maybe less. Yeah, I really enjoyed that day, particularly because, you know, what I get to do in that scene is just beyond cool. When Elle and Henry / Vecna have their heads off in the mind layer, she burst into tears that day. That's the day that I've been talking about. Her reaction that you see on camera is pretty much what was done on the day. Caleb, our DOP, he turned around to everyone and was like, "We should film on Mills now," and everyone was like, absolutely, like, just set it up, let's go. You know, I gave her space, I gave her distance, because when a reaction like that is happening, it's so important that it's maintained. I gave her distance and then let her know that it was me, you know, when we were moving on, and I think that made her much more comfortable. Although she did say the only way that she could tell that it was me is because I smell of cigarettes, because I'm a smoker. It's the only vice that I have, but, you know, there you go. Bless her, you know, she absolutely brought it. And, you know, Sadie too. You know, some people can be precious about that stuff, but they weren't. They were really game for it, so that was really cool. I have seen it. It's funny, you know, that was towards the end of shooting and we'd obviously got into such a flow, and I think people say that it humanizes me in an interesting way, and I'll take that. If it humanizes me, then absolutely fine. I'm cool with it.